Hey y'all, welcome to Fixin the Garden. Y'all, we just got back from a little quick vacation, and what do you do when you get back in town? You go to the garden center, so that's what we did today. I'm gonna show y'all what we got and where we're gonna put it in the garden. So I hope you'll join me as we get these plants put out to add fullness and color into our garden today. All right, the first thing we have here is this white Angelonia. I was trying to determine if I wanted Angelonia or Salvia. So I decided to do this Angelonia #1 because y'all, these are absolutely gorgeous. I don't know that I've ever seen such beautifully grown Angelonia as these. And I love that the top isn't yet quite bloomed out. So I know some excitement and some more is gonna come to this, but y'all, I just loved the way it looked. And so we ended up picking these up. I will say, like, it does say that it's the Archangel variety, and they get 12 to 14 inches tall, and then you space them 10 to 12. So I'm really excited about these because, like I said, they're just gorgeous. The next thing that we got here is some Veronica. This is just Veronique dark blue. And I got 3 of those. They get 10 to 14 inches tall and 8 to 12 inches wide. And there's a little tag for it. All right, and then the last thing, well, there's a couple of things I think over here. We have kind of the same thing as this Veronique. This is Royal Candles Veronica. And it gets 12 to 15 inches tall and 12 inches wide. And then you see the bloom there. We got some blue pincushion. This one gets 12 to 15 inches tall. So it's kind of all the same height. And this is some more of that Archangel Angelonia that's going to be added into the drift with the others. All right, so this is where we're going to start at. This is where we extended our bed in order for our Japanese maple to have the room that it needed, so that when we cut the grass and all, it doesn't get hit at all. But we have some super petunias along the way here, a couple there. And so we have this really kind of large area open all the way through here, and this is where we're gonna put that Angelonia at. So I think I have them placed the way that I want them. Yeah, one of the reasons why I was thinking of doing Angelonia or Salvia, they both have that spiky texture to them. So we have these are the Supertunia Cool Jazz petunias. They are gonna, of course, kind of mound. We have mounding with our Abelia, and of course more Supertunia, and this is an arborvitae, all a mounding. And so you want to break up your mounded things with something spiky. So that's the reason why I chose these. And I went for a really big drift in order to make big impact. Everything else around here has a lot of color to it, so I wanted to choose white so that it was not competing with any of the other colors and would hopefully accent those colors as well. And y'all, in the sun, they look like they're glowing. So white to me is 100% its own color, and it's a great neutral that goes with anything. All right, so we're trying not to mess the mulch up too bad. We're gonna try to put it, scoot it to the side, and then dig it out, the dirt, putting it in the bucket. So we can add it back if we need to, but if not, it's not in the way. We're doing a little bit of a zigzag pattern. I'm trying to leave plenty of room for these Supertunia Vista Cool Jazz because the Vista series can get 2 to 3 feet wide. Even though with these being tall and spiky, I think that would be really pretty if they kind of enveloped or mingled together. All right, so what we decided to do is we're gonna scoot one a little bit further down over here. That way, I'm trying to make sure there's enough space right here with the Supertunia. Like I said, it should get about this wide. So I wanna make sure that I give it plenty of room. I think that'll look good. We're just going to do biotone and all of these, and I find that it's a little bit more simple, if you can, to do an assembly line like this than doing them one at a time. especially when we had this big drift. This is 13 plants. All right, so I mixed the biotone in at the bottom of the hole. I'm just gonna trout out some of this very much clay. This is probably the worst soil we have in the garden. So it's all that clay that the contractors just use to fill in when they're putting in the foundation to your house. It's great for holding nutrients and moisture, but it does not drain very easily. But thankfully, not thankfully, because I wish we weren't, we're in a drought right now. So the clay is actually a good thing for us as of right now. Anyways, hopefully we'll get some rain soon, as all of y'all, because I know that Georgia's not the only one dealing with wildfires and drought and all of these terrible things. So pray for safety and health for everyone. All right, so then we're done, and we're gonna do that 13 more times. All right, so we got them all in. Y'all, planting in big drifts like this is just such an impactful way of planting. I sometimes wish that I did this more often because I really love the way it turns out. I'm interested to see, and you can kind of see it now, with the roof line and the way that the sun comes in, you know, will the ones in the back look better because they're a little bit more protected in the hot sun, or will they end up looking the same? But again, make sure that you're taking care of your plants, getting lots of water to them right now, as they all are kind of struggling with this drought. We unfortunately just cut back our drip. In fact, you can see the black line. We had a line of drip coming right between these two rows of Angelonia, and we switched it and put in a black line, which is just a supply line, because the yard sprinklers were getting some of this bed, and we didn't think that we needed it. And we did that in other areas as well. We cut back on some of our drip lines because I think some of the plants last year were getting overwatered, which led to us having a lot of bug pressure. And then this year with the drought, kind of, you know, it's just one of those things, bad timing. But I think it's gonna all work out in the end, hopefully. All right, we're gonna move on to our Veronica. All right, we had to take a quick stop and run into town to get some soil, because this area right here where you see this big patch of soil that we just put in, there was a tree there, and so it had kind of died out and kind of left a bowl a little bit in the ground. One of the things that I'm wanting to fix as we do all these projects are those divots within the garden bed. As we've moved things around, there's holes and pockets and stuff, so I'm trying to get it all leveled out. So anyways, we're gonna put these Veronica here. This is the Royal Candles variety. It's a little bit taller than the other Veronica that we got, and so here are the other ones, and I'm trying to decide, y'all. So this area has got a lot of kind of the color of this green stalk. I call it kind of a raspberry color. So this agastache has that same bloom color. And of course, this Gara is a lot lighter pink, but it's still a pink. And then the dahlia there is that same color. And here we have some serendipity allium that's going to be that color. So I had told myself, and the agastache back here is peach. So that's kind of what we have going on. But I told myself that I was going to plant more white in this garden because there is so much color. Oh, and there's one more thing. This is, I can't remember, lavender truffles. It's a bee balm from Proven Winners. I can't think of the name of it all of a sudden, but it's something that has truffles in it, I believe. Anyways, it's got that same raspberry color as well. So anyways, I'm just wondering if that's too much blue or too much purple for this bed. I really would like some white, but I'm not really sure what I would put. So I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start planting this Royal Candles. I know for sure I'm gonna put that there, and then I may give this a second thought and maybe move it in a different bed. All right, so I was gonna kind of spread them out more and take up that whole little circle area, but I decided to, oh, watch the penstemon by your foot. I decided to kind of group them closer together. They don't get but like a foot wide or so. And that way, if I want to add something, of course this green stalk doesn't have to be permanent. We keep it there, but if I want to, I can take it out, and that would allow me to do like a drift somewhere this way, because I do like to plant in larger than 3s. But right now, I've been still picking up 3s because it feels like we don't have a lot of area. And then when I get home, I'm like, oh, I could have gotten more of that same thing. We got these 2 Veronicas actually at different stores. So we saw this one, the Royal Candles, first, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to get some more Veronica. And then at the second place we stopped, I saw and I liked this darker blue or purple, however you want to say it, even better. And so this is a color that I've been wanting to add more of in the garden, so we picked it up as well. All right, in this area over here, I have a Scabiosa that I grew from seed, and it has just, I haven't watered it, I've given it no attention, and it wants to be there. So I left it there, and I picked up some more, and when I got back, I realized, oh, I forgot that Scabiosa that I have here is white, and I picked up this blue at the store. So we're gonna have 1 white and 2 blue, and around it I have some profusion zinnia that I grew from seed as well, and it is taking its sweet time, y'all. I don't know if it's just so hot, and of course the squirrels and the birds have been picking up all of my little seedlings because I did plant them out kind of early. So anyways, we're gonna put this here and just roll with it for this year, and we'll make some other decisions at another time as to what we want to do about the mismatched colors, if we want to move things or just leave it be. All right, we pull the mulch back to start digging the hole, and we can see the base of one of the zinnia seedlings in the ground still, so it's like the rabbit or the whatever got it, just nipped the top of it. So I'm gonna see if it'll do something, and we're gonna plant around it and hope that it can continue to fight back to something that's visible that we can see. All right, so we got those in really quick. It is heating up out here, and we need a break. But I wanted to let y'all know this is what we did. We did put a little biotone in with these Scabiosa or pincushion flowers that we have here. And like I said, we ended up flagging the little zinnia to see if maybe it'll pop up. It'll remind me to water right there. And then the dark blue Veronica, I think I'm just gonna hang on to those for a minute. Let me think about it so I don't put it in only to have to move them you know, a few weeks or a few months from now. So anyways, thank y'all so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see y'all real soon.